Traders, just let me know, is the audio video clear? Can you see the live stream? Is the screen visible for you guys? Good evening. Just let me know, audio video is clear? Is the screen visible? Everything? Because I'm having some issues here in the system, so I'm asking. All good, okay. 90,675, that is where highest number of liquidity is there on top. At the bottom, we have it near 88,900. So 90,670, 88,800. These two are the kind of upper range and lower range for BTC at this point of time. Now you can see BTC chart, how it is moving. It's moving like the range is becoming kind of narrow. You can see this is a rising wedge pattern. In that, sometimes market will give wrong side breakout and then it might tend to correct and try to remove the weak buyers stop loss. Somewhat like that similar setup itself BTC is kind of forming right now. So we will have a look. If US market sentiment is bearish, everything is bearish, sometimes false breakout can come, but if this zone is considered as a false breakout, then maybe again downside momentum possibility is there, or else little bit market can move up to this zone and maybe later it might tend to correct. These two are the scenarios. Views as of now bearish. Let me look at the see Ethereum. I was considering, okay, somewhat this zone, it has given wrong breakout, it has moved towards the upside, it might tend to correct. See, ETH is kind of correcting at this zone. US market opening time is there. Little bit we will see how it goes. ETH, this is the zone, support this kind of resistance, and BTC, this breakdown it's given, it's gone for a retest. Again, if it shows some bearishness, maybe we can try. Okay, both charts simultaneously only we are looking right now. It's just facing rejection. What is your view about the market? Let me know in the hi sir, good evening, welcome to the live stream, sir. Below this zone, if it goes, maybe we can try, but let's give market that first 5 minutes time. We will mark this zone and keep. Okay, your view is bullish. Fine. This is a bearish price action pattern which the market is forming. So if it sustains below the zone, somewhat we can try bearish trade. Or else we can wait in case it gives a false breakout or anything as such. Then we will change the plan. Also previously here we could see selling pressure, liquidity in ATH. Liquidity is a bit available. If it's going on top, also clearing that liquidity, and then if it's correcting, then we can say on top no other stop loss hunting level is there, so market can tend to correct. We can consider. We'll see situation as of now how it. Just now 5 minutes, right? Market opening. Now how many of you are already in this holiday mood. Christmas is coming close, New Year is coming. What have you guys planned? Many people, they'll think, okay, we'll start fresh from New Year. Like that mindset people will have. So what is your thought? Are you trading every day, or to a certain extent you're in that phase of not taking trades, you want to start fresh from next year? People abroad also, like after Thanksgiving time, end of November only, many people will be in kind of that holiday mood itself. They'll go for a long vacation, things like that. Trading every day. Okay. Even I'm trading every day. As of now, I've not made any plans or things like that. 90,000 is a psychological level. Market tried to break that once, failed. Again, second time breaking was not required for the market. So now here, little bit selling pressure is there. Now what we can try to do is, okay, here selling pressure started. We'll place one order. We will add little more quantity if market continues to move towards the downside. Now here, if it goes maybe up to this zone also, it can go. Continuation. Since this not even 5 minutes is over, I've just left it as it is. We'll see what happens. I've taken bearish trade here. Target. Sell maybe initially we can try here. Problem is it's not tested that previous level. That is why I'm thinking if upper level, if I get also, if it moves up little more quantity I need to add. But from here only, if movement starts, I will miss out. So better to look into it a bit early. So I've taken this trade. Once continuation starts, maybe some more quantity also I will add for this. ATH. Here one zone is there for ATH. Kind of breaking and then it's kind of holding also. Let me switch to 1 minute time frame for better clarity. Here correction, support zone, breakdown. It's kind of okay setup only, not an issue. Focus on risk management. Here this zone, it has to break and sustain. I'm not too much worried about this zone. Proper closing below this zone market has to give. Trading every day, facing different scenarios and learning new concepts. Really enjoying. Okay, good sir. See, in market, maximum like let's say 15 to 20 different scenarios will come, right? Huge gap up, huge gap down. Some days there will not be liquidity, some days there will be liquidity. So like this 10 to 15 different kind of situations you will come across. So consistently in those levels only, if you keep trading over a period of time, you will get some idea as to, okay, in this scenario last 5 times I traded, 3 to 4 times market was performing like this. So probability of taking trade like this is better. With that mindset, over a period of time, same chart regularly you keep seeing, you will only get some clarity. But in that learning phase, less quantity like that, if you trade, that will be more than sufficient. Sir, US market leave when? Will you come live? Christmas, no need. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll definitely come live. I think Christmas is on Thursday. Thursday, it is like that. No need to trade that day. Friday, actually, I'm traveling. That time only setups I will share, because if I'm driving, I can't come live, right? Okay, good. It has broken the zone. It is sustaining. So another 300 quantity I will sell here. And stop loss to a certain extent I can reduce. I think I did not add some funds, but 600 quantity I've taken now. Simultaneously with this BTC, I look at Ethereum also. Ethereum also one important buying zone and all, it has broken. One buying zone, it is there right now. 3033 zone. That zone also, if it strongly breaks, there also little bit momentum I can expect towards the downside. Just a proper closing below that zone. Pressure is there, so just that Ethereum should not hold here. Okay, if it goes below 3030, it will be a good scenario. Ethereum is holding. Ethereum is holding. 20 seconds more. It's kind of holding the buyer zone. This zone I told no sometime back, it is holding that zone. That is what I'm thinking. Okay, if Ethereum little bit, if it moves up, what will happen to BTC? Like that I'm thinking. If it breaks that zone, that will be great. BTC and all important buyer zone to a certain extent, it has corrected. Break, come on. Hi bro, learning to take quality trade instead of over trading, or getting into revenge trading mindset. Learning to take quality trades instead of over trading, or getting into revenge trading mindset. See, of course, every trade that you take will be a quality trade only. Randomly, you will not take buy or sell order anything as such, right? So for me, in this particular trade, already I had told, market is in a rising wedge pattern. That one usually market will fail. Already if this breakout, if market is considering as a false breakout zone, then we can expect some kind of correction. Maximum here this zone and all, market can come and later correct. But here one buying zone was there who pushed the market up. So this setup, whatever I have taken, as per my understanding, it's a quality trade. After this trade, okay, let's say this is a quality trade and for me the setup failed, you think, then the next trade whatever I take, it should be quality trade only, right? But because of some if you're not doing risk management properly, or you're having that psychological issues and all, then even if setup is not visible, we might tend to take this one revenge trading setups also, that many people will do. I'm not an exception, sometimes even I will do. So you see, Friday what happened, I took trade and I saw, okay, my budget for the day is so much. Based on this budget, I tried the setup. Market is not going as per the favor. Then I decided, okay, my budget limit is done, means after this I will not take any trade, even though I see a quality setup. because that day giving up and going is kind of okay in the market is what I feel. So like that, if you think, it will be better for you also. This one, what it is, it's holding here only. The zone and all, ideally market should have broken already. Mm-mm. Here a little bit pressure area it is holding the zone. So, now two choices I have. This zone, if market breaks with the consideration, okay, this seller might push the market towards the downside, with that hope, placing the stop loss, I can hold on to this trade, or I need to partially close this and look for bearish trade below this zone. This zone they're trying to hold, this buyer is showing some pressure, and Ethereum also little bit. This buyer is trying to, where is it? This buyer is trying to hold on this zone on a 5 minutes time frame. You can see. So this seller again, if he enter, pressure can come towards the downside. If it doesn't enter, little bit issues even I will face. Factoring all that, is the risk okay for this trade? If you ask, for me this risk is okay, because for 600 quantity, $300-400 is kind of okay only. So I have to see what happens. Hi bro, there is no huge movement in last Saturday and Sunday. Even I saw there was no huge movement. Some of them asked me, right, sir, any setup Saturday, Sunday? I said, in case I see any setup, I will share. Like I said earlier, when I started this live stream only, people to a certain extent might be in a holiday mood. Based on that, participation in the market might be less, especially during weekends. So, US market is a bit positive. It is holding. That's fine. Oh, there is a 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 8:15, maximum 8, downtrend pullback. Sir, yesterday took trade according to SL hunting strategy. I think yesterday there was opportunity based on SL hunting. Two setups were there, I feel. The zone market holding. Here, if seller is strong, he has to push it. I told no 3033 this Ethereum is holding. It can create a bit of issue. This is the issue which I'm saying. Net to net correction can come, so I'm kind of okay. Stop loss is reasonable, so I'm holding. But holding for 3 hours for target. A market, if it is kind of slow, means it's fine. Since you're trading in the futures market, to a certain extent, you just place the target, stop loss, and all those things, and you can relax. In this one, when you trade itself options, little bit issues you will have, right? So I'm considering the zone, once market has broken this 90k level, it might kind of hold on. So here this zone I will see maximum what it does. Certainly buying pressure here from buying zone means little bit that seller has to put pressure. Hopefully he does that. 15, 14. It would be great if you could conduct a seminar live session focused on Indian market. See, in the zone market is broken, so little bit problem. This zone I was considering. My stop loss is here. My stop loss little bit here I will keep. This 1 second. Let me look at the zone once. Here issue is a little bit more. If I keep also, that VIX is an issue. VIX will become an issue. Sudden, okay, let's say I keep my stop loss here also. Sudden VIX and all will come in. Little more stop loss I have to give. This zone is where I was considering, okay, it will come above the zone and correct maximum. So the zone it is there. Oh, fine. Ethereum also, sorry, ETH also. Little more only it has gone. Previous zone. I was telling you, right? This zone is previous zone. So entry taking here in both only now ETH BTC both have come to the seller zone area. So hopefully now if seller participate after removing weak players, it has to correct. We'll have a look at that. This continuous candles is a problem. So here close to 800 points movement. $800 points, but market is at seller zone. Kind of okay. We will see what happens with this. As long as this zone it's not breaking, I'm kind of fine. The sad part is, as per our strategy, I told you ETH is near buying pressure zone. No, exactly as per the strategy, it has given a reversal setup, exact pin to pin. But what to do? Bullish setup it's given there. Before that, once here market went below the buying pressure zone, my idea was to look for bearish trade. I went according to that. But here buying pressure zone, in Ethereum buying pressure zone, it's more. Now this upper zone is a selling pressure zone. Now hopefully seller has to put pressure. He has to push the market down. Can I take a trade here? Yes, sir. Here, this zone, as long as this zone market doesn't break, if you're interested, you can take a bearish trade. You will get better entry than me. Same entry, same stop loss. Entry is fresh entry, decent, reasonable stop loss. And you can, for you, by the time it comes to my cost to cost zone only, for you, target will be achieved. So setup is okay. If you're interested, you can consider. Srinivas sir, good evening. Welcome to the live stream, sir. How was your weekend traders? What did you guys do? Any sustenance above 93,000 is a problem. Sorry, 90,300 is a problem. Any strong closing. So until that is happening, kind of okay. Now, where are you from? I'm from Bangalore, sir. Weekend ate, slept, repeat. Okay. For me also, this weekend I had to attend one or two functions. I did that. Today, looking at Indian market, definitely I was like, I got so sleepy and I didn't want to do anything. I just went and slept off. Because yesterday, I don't know, you guys know, Rajini's one movie called Padiyapaz was released, relaunched, right? So that movie night, 1 o'clock show, I went and I came back. So gala time with the granddaughter. Good, good, sir. Krishna, sir, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. Breakdown, trapping is done near the buying zone. That is fine. Seller is sitting on top. He's not yet given up. So near that zone, stop loss I have kept. And if seller is strong, he has to kind of, here seller has given up. So the seller has to try to push the market, or the seller who's sitting here, he has to try. These two are the possible scenarios for market to move towards the downside. And in Ethereum, market has to not go above this zone. Yes, I know my resistance market respected it, gave a nice momentum here. It's around 900 points. ETH, it's almost near that upper resistance. Soul resistance zone is too far. Here it is not showing any sentiment. Soul is saying I'm trying to move up itself. But Ethereum and BTC is near seller pressure zone. It's come for a retest near my resistance. But this kind of situation is fine, favorable, but here market is holding. Stop loss above that zone. I don't want to keep. Whatever is the stop loss here, if market wants to take that, let it take. I opened my trading account using your referral link as you guided. I'm very interested in learning, growing under your mentorship. Nothing, sir. If you have opened the account using a referral link, just send a WhatsApp message to the number you are seeing on the screen. And if you have completed one or two trades with that account, you'll be added to the community group. Now here market moved towards the upside, right? I said ETH is near buying pressure zone and all. How we can say that, what logic, everything around 30-40 minutes video we have explained. If this setup I wouldn't have entered, I would have taken that setup itself. But I was going based on uptrend complex strategy. Rising with strategy, price action setup. So that is why I took bearish trade, or else little bit okay, buying pressure zone is there. If I had not taken the trade, I would have avoided bearish trade at least until this zone breaks. Now market is at seller pressure zone only, but seller is trying to hold, but buyer also is trying to hold, means indecision situation is happening. But as long as this zone market doesn't break, why this zone is important, all those things and all already in the strategy video I would have explained. Okay, so you'll get better understanding. Too much time. Random people, if market is removed also, quickly it should, weak bearish traders, let's say market removed, after that it has to continue the downside if it wants to move. US market is bit positive, that is why it's thinking like that, is my feeling. But eventually, if that also comes into play, let me see S&P 500 gap up and it is holding on. It's not broken the TSI, but gap up is strong in S&P 500. So based on that little bit, people are skeptical to take bearish trade. It's fine. The zone, if it doesn't break, I'll hold on to the trade. That's it. Which candlestick pattern are you using, sir? Too much candlestick patterns and all I will not see. I'll just look at, let's say, near the buyer zone or seller zone. If strong candles like this comes, right? Continuous selling is there means, okay, there our understanding is fine. Seller is sitting in the zone, again is putting pressure here. That means to a certain extent, yes, seller is participating here. As long as he doesn't give up, I can confidently sit. If he also gives up or any strong closing above that zone means I have to give up. That is the situation. Bro, Nifty will perform this entire week the way it did today. Not sure. Tomorrow is expiry. Little bit momentum can come. Now, what's happening is a situation where, let's say, I'll show you here. S&P 5. Consider this is somewhat like Nifty. In Nifty, after gap up, slowly it is moving towards the upside. People cannot enter bullish trade, so they'll wait for pullback. Who's entering pullback also? It's not giving opportunity. Fresh trade, anyone who takes, if market moves up very strong, even they'll not be able to. They will make off profit. So to avoid that, market slowly it is just holding on to a range only and slowly moving towards the upside without giving big profit for buyers also, no proper entry for sellers also. That is what is market situation. That's how market situation was there as of today. So tomorrow little bit it can try to trap. Maybe let's say again if market opens with gap up, fresh entry people take means more liquidity is there. Buyers who and all entered today, they wouldn't have exited. To trap them, it can correct. That and all we will discuss maybe tomorrow based on the pre-market S&P 500, Nasdaq. All this let it close today. Tomorrow, based on Gift Nifty where it opens, little bit idea we will take and decide. Use Shark Exchange. We will try. If it is good, we will use it. Here one zone is there. A little bit buying pressure situation. If this zone market breaks means this buyer is kind of weak, we can say. If it's holding this zone and moving up, that means this buyer is kind of strong. Still it's not confirmed this buyer is strong or weak. If he gives up, that will be better. Then market has smooth time to come up to this zone next. 4 3 2 1, give me a proper closing. Okay, now I feel this buyer has given up, so we should not have too much issues now for market to move down. Ethereum also staying below the zone, right? Okay, Ethereum also staying below this zone. Are you taking option buying strategy of 180 strike price, sir? I don't trade based on that. My spouse trades based on that. I know a lot of people also trade based on that. Today, I think 26,300 put option was sustaining near 180 level, since our market was not giving any opportunity also. And Nifty today, the resistance zone which I shared, Nifty was near that zone only. So okay, 26,300 put option also is near 180 strike price premium, and Nifty also is near my resistance. Let me take a bearish trade there was the plan. I think that is why I said have a look at 26,300. But market was so slow, right? Just gave 10-12 points, then correction. Very very boring market it was today. How many times it is trying to break 90,000? Support, resistance, buying, selling, pressure zone. No, it is a bit different only. For buyer, seller, pressure zone and all, we will use Fibonacci. We will see where stop loss hunting levels are there. Based on that, we will kind of think and decide. But support, resistance and all, additionally, we have to see average of how much market movement happened yesterday. So we will also use CPR, pivot points sometimes. Based on that also we will come to an understanding, okay, this can be an average range in which market can stay today. So according to that we will decide, okay, this can be support, this can be resistance. Sir, will you take trade apart from this live? Today I did not take because like I said, Indian market was kind of boring yesterday. No proper sleep. I had gone for a movie, so I just took rest nicely. But usually, yes, I trade in crypto market also apart from live. Do you have any Telegram group to join? For what crypto? Crypto group is private. It is free of cost. Crypto group is private and it is free of cost. To become a part of that group, you need to open account with Delta Exchange. The link is there in the pinned comment. Open account there, and then you have to send a WhatsApp message to the number you are seeing on the screen. Team will guide you to. They'll give you access once you complete 2 trades with that account. When I found Ethereum near buying pressure zone only, I should have waited and looked for re-entry. On top again, I would have tried re-entry. Now, by the time it went there, only it came to seller zone. Again, why to re-enter? So I left the setup as it is. Press setup also, I remember saying that, okay, at this zone, you can consider bearish trade, consider the same stop loss and things like that, which I have already given. If seller zone and all is too far, then I would have exited. Near the seller zone only market was there, so why take fresh trade?